band that's been in this very studio, a little Vagora, right here on the Tony Jones Show. Blue Burn, the name of that track. Then before that, we heard Burn, Baby Burn by Mr. Michale Graves, who is on the line with us. The Tony Jones Show continues. George Garner is my co-host. George, good evening.
Very good evening.
Michale Graves currently on tour. You can find all the dates, michalegraves.net. St. Louis pretty soon, Louisville, Kentucky, Memphis, Tennessee, Fort Wayne, Pennsylvania. What, Michale, why no and I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Why no Providence?
I just go where they send me.
So we talked a little bit about alternative media earlier, and as we were talking, I had a question come in. Well, it wasn't a question, more of a statement, and that was from Tyler, and she says she really, really misses Radio Deadly. So tell us a little bit about that.
Radio Deadly was a radio show that I used to have. That gave me a platform to directly talk to an audience that wanted to talk about and hear about my view on the world and politics, religion. I've interviewed authors, interviewed other bands, just to come on and just have a conversation. So it grew out of an idea, actually, while I was on the road to do a daily journal, an audio journal for my fans to hear, because they say there's so much that happens on the road, and before I walk up on stage, I'm
Sure.
up on stage for, an hour and 15 minutes, but there's so much stuff that happens during the day that directly relates to my music and my mood on stage and the way that I play and the emotions behind it. That I wanted to share that with my fans so bad. And so Radio Deadly was born out of that idea. So fans really got the ability to hear me speak long form about my thinking, and we would share news and take apart news, and fans were able to call me up, and it was just a really exciting way to communicate with my fan base.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing, is the live interaction, but also the fact that the reach is indefinite. So someone will listen to this podcast, after we wrap it up here. We did it live, and now someone could listen to this podcast a year from now or 2 years from now. And if you embrace it, the reach really is indefinite. So, and I know the answer for me for this next question is eat. So when I'm traveling around, and out of 24 hours, there's 23 hours of free time and traveling, and 1 hour to work. What I do in that free time is eat. Philly cheesesteaks, pizzas, whatever I can get my hands on. While you're on tour now, and in general, what are you doing to occupy your free time?
I really don't have much free time.
Cool.
But what occupies my time, it relates to the business I run. Like I said, my partner, my good friend, and I, Mark Allen Stewart, we own and operate Hydraulic Entertainment. Mark's the CEO. I'm the president and managing director of the music division and film division. All of the things that fall on my shoulders as far as responsibility and production, music, video, falls on my shoulders. So I spend a lot of time focusing on that and hitting my deadlines and the things that I have to do. I am a husband and the father of 2 young children. So when I do have some free time, I always call home, and I speak to my wonderful wife, who's also my best friend, and I talk to my 4-year-old, and so if I'm not doing that, I'm driving the van, or I'm in my hotel room and I'm practicing my guitar, or I'm doing an interview. I'm always doing something. as I get older, I have less and less free time.
That's a lot better.
But I work so hard so that in a few years I'll be able to have more of that free time and do some of the things that I love to do that I don't get to do anymore.
And if folks want to check that out, they can go to hydraulic-entertainment.com. And what other projects are coming down the pipeline as far as that goes?
Well, like we spoke about before, the Vagabond Acoustic has just been launched on Kickstarter. In July, we'll see the release of Lost Skeleton Returns. A few months after that, we'll have another Lost Skeleton Returns release. There'll also be a tour in July that I'm doing to promote the Monster Rock album, Lost Skeleton Returns. I'll be touring in August as well for the acoustic, for Vagabond Acoustic. Then the Halloween season will be upon us, so I'll be doing a bunch of things with that. Along with Lost Skeleton Returns is a video for Zombie. It's actually a mini movie. Hydraulic Entertainment has produced a video for Last Man on Earth, a video for the song Last Man on Earth. I wrote a song called Night of the Living Dead, which also has a video for it. We have a character called Skelpira that we've introduced. It's our horror hostess. She's incredible. She's fantastic. She's spooky and beautiful.
The horror hosts are making a huge comeback. I've noticed lately.
Say that again?
The horror hosts have been making a huge comeback lately, which for me is great because it's what I grew up on as a young insomniac sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah, we have the best horror hostess in the business right now. It's Skelpira. Everybody go, again, like Tony said, hydraulic-entertainment.com. And she will be featured and appearing in the zombie video, Last Man on Earth, Night of the Living Dead.
So you can look at your calendar and see clear out until about 2014. Yeah. After Halloween season, after October with the touring and the appearances and stuff, I'll be back in the studio in November, recording the next the follow up to Vagabond and the follow up to Lost Skeleton Returns. And my partner and I have assembled and put together just an incredible production team that rivals anybody in the business. We have it down to a science, and we're just a powerhouse, and we're working very hard to grow our business and to put out really great, exciting product, music, videos, films. The list goes on and on. We're going to be bringing more bands and more artists into the fold and helping them get going. Will Radio Deadly be a part of that mix?
Radio Deadly is definitely going to be and is a part of that mix.
Nice.
Our calendars are very full. Our production schedule is maxed out. But Radio Deadly is on there, and it will come back. I promise everybody.
So another standout I felt on Vagabond was Best of Me, which is what I have queued up now. You want to tell us a little bit about Best of Me?
Best of Me is another song that I wrote while I was in Bucharest, Romania. It's another song that basically, in a nutshell, it's just the indication of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Just something. It indicates faith. It indicates pulling yourself, but getting out of the hard parts of your life. As the chorus, it indicates, if life has done you wrong, hold on. So yeah, the Best of Me is just another one of those songs. It indicates faith. It indicates hope. It indicates strength and clinging to the good things in life, whether it's your mom, your dad, God, or whatever. And if you're faithless, you get lost in the sadness. You get lost in the blackness. of life. And like I say, I said, and I say more freely, more and more. I'm a spiritual person. I pray often and always, and so more and more people are discovering the spirituality in my music. I think it's wonderful, and Destiny is a great example.
Well, I won't try to paraphrase it any better than the man who actually wrote the song, so here is, off of Vagabond, Michale Graves, Best of Me.